What's up everybody, it's Laura, that RV girl with Traveland RV here at Grand Design, and behind me is the new 2026 Imagine AIM 16 MLA. This is a fantastic option for those of you that don't want the big truck to tow and you've got the SUV to already do it. We're only 4,800 pounds GVWR and about 3,800 pounds dry weight. Plus, we come in under 20 feet at only 19'8". Let's start this tour on the exterior and work our way in. All right, everybody, up front here on the tongue, you'll notice you have the Lippert electric tongue jack, keeping everything nice and easy. Behind that, you have two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover and ample storage space on the tongue for your batteries, which you can pair with the existing solar setup, or you can also expand that to suit your needs if you want to take this little rig out and get some serious boondocking in, or if you just want that 12 volt so you can get to and from your favorite full service campsite, that'll do it too. Around to the off-cam side here, driver's side front corner, we have an opening to our full pass-through storage here. You'll notice that also along this side is where we've got a couple components here for you in your utility center. We're going to have our solar controller, solar disconnect, battery disconnect, as well as cable connections, a standard outlet, and you've even got that little feed here. So if you want to keep this closed, you don't need the neighbors to see all your gear, you can feed your lines through and it'll just come right out the bottom. Single slide on this baby on the off-camp side, and here in the rear corner down below is where you're going to find your levers for your gray and black tank. You're also going to have manual stabilizer jacks. And around to the rear, we've got our factory installed ladder so you can get up onto your roof, perform regular maintenance, and make sure those solar panels are free from debris. Also, speaking of debris, if you've seen one of my recent tours, you'll know that I saw a motorhome driving down the highway, flying down the highway with branches and brush all over the top. Not only is it not great for your rig, it's not good for the drivers around you, so highly recommend using that ladder and getting up there to ensure your roof is actually free from debris. It's not just for you, it's for the safety of everybody on the road. But anyways, I digress. Back to the rear here, you'll also find your Suburban on-demand water heater here, so if you need to get in there, you can access that easily through this panel here, get at your anode rod, all that fun stuff. And up above there is where you're gonna have a rear observation camera prep. And down below, we do have a little bitty receiver hitch, so if you wanna bring along bikes, you can use it for that. And finally, here along the camp side, you have a nice big powered patio awning with integrated lighting. Along the back here, you're gonna have a spray port for easy rinsing of kids, dogs, or yourself, depending on how much fun you've had that day. You also have a standard outlet here so you can power up and charge devices. We have two little solid steps here to make getting in and out of your trailer that much easier and safer, accompanied by a nice big grab handle. And of course, up at the front here on passenger side is going to be the other opening to that full pass-through storage. All right, what do you say we head inside? All right, everybody, popping inside this little beauty. I am loving this layout we've got in the kitchen here. We're gonna have a little flip over sofa here, which is great, but actually, let me turn you around. Y'all, I'm so excited to be here back at Grand Design. It is such an honor to get to come hang out with the team, talk to product managers, and just see what's new and bring these little sneak peeks out for you guys. Yeah, it's just a real treat. I'm so honored and blessed to get to do what I do. So thank you guys for joining me. And by the way, we're only a few minutes in, but if you're enjoying this so far, be sure to subscribe because I am putting a new video out every single day. All right, which you may have seen from open house, I lost my voice near the end. So you get a real and raw me 365 days a year, folks. So, okay, let's talk about what we're working with up front. Now we have an east to west bed. New to the 2026 world here for Grand Design are these mattresses with the Grand Design emblems on them. And I think it's super cute. When talking to one of the reps, it's one of those things where they can give you the fitted sheet that looks nice, but how often do you go to a dealership and those sheets are who knows where or halfway off? So this is just a nice way to still, you know, kind of feel a little elevated and stylish with also the added factor of practicality. Speaking of practical things, bringing your attention below the bed here, they've given you all of these cubby holes, which I like because you can kind of use them how you like. Use them for shoes, slippers, you can put totes in there, you can fold clothes. It's just a great way to keep your stuff organized, and it's nice and open, easy to get access to. Now, one side of the bed here is gonna have, where I was, is gonna have a mirrored wardrobe. Now, this wardrobe is going to have a space for hanging, goes all the way to the front panel here, and you've got a cubby underneath as well. Added little bonus for storage is a drawer. So, underwear sock drawer, I mean, that's probably what I'd use it for, but again, use it how you like. Now, I'm gonna get up here, hop on the bed to show you your pass-through cabinetry up above. So full pass-through, we've got 3 doors here with the glass accenting. I mean, how lovely is that? And then along the back, I do have to point out, I love this panel here. They've gone with that kind of black and gold accenting here. It looks lovely. I introduced it during the open house, so you're seeing it again here with this model. We also have the little charging cubby in the back here, so I'll come grab you and show you that, but also is integrated lighting into this cabinet here. And look at that. I didn't even know that I was gonna press it on and off. So they've got individual operation as well, so you can have both or one on, whatever works for you. Now, I said I would, so come along with me. I'm gonna show you these little bedroom nook cubbies. These are great if you need to charge up and power devices, or you wanna have books next to you, or say a little cup of water. Here. The best way to show you is to just show you. So there's your little nook with a standard outlet and USB and USB-C port. Now, while I have you in my hand, I wanna note one of my favorite features is when they give us a hook right off of the main entry door. Why? Because we almost always have something in our hands or on us that needs to be taken off. And I like having a spot to put it somewhere. Put my jacket, my hat, my keys, you know the drill. Okay, also while I've got you in my hand, let's back it up to the very front here where we've got our compass connect. So this is where you're gonna have your awning, your slide button. Remember, one awning, one slide on this baby. You can also operate your lights, your water pump. You can connect via Bluetooth if you wanna have those controls in the palm of your hand. And you can also monitor your battery and tank levels. Plus, right up top here, your JVL sound system controls. Okay. All right, next up is gonna be that sofa that I mentioned at the beginning there. So this is going to be your cozy lounging spot. We do have a TV in front of us, which I'll show you in a moment. But first, let's talk sofa. This middle cushion here will have fold down cup holders, and you've got a nice flat surface there. So if you want to place snacks, drinks, books, you can put that right there or push it right up, and then that'll give you additional seating space. It is a super easy operation rollover. Remember, we do have the leg here to keep it nice and sturdy when you're putting it in that rollover position for guest sleeping. So as this unit stands, it can sleep 3. You could possibly get away with 2 kiddos on this little sofa here, but we'll say 3 as a conservative number. And we've got a nice big off-camp side window here in the slide to keep things nice and bright. Now, if you want to use this spot to say maybe get a little bit of work done, you've got your laptop, you want to say pull up a table here, you do have options for charging and powering of devices. One being you have a USB and USB-C port along the wall, and the other actually being just underneath the bed here. We have a full standard outlet, so if you need to power up larger devices like a laptop or say a CPAP machine, you've got those outlets there. And super bonus, we are inverter prepped on this unit. Now, just across from your sofa is your TV, like I had mentioned here. So just up above the kitchen countertop space here, we've got your TV, and it is gonna come out and swivel a little bit. So you can enjoy this TV from the comfort of your bed or from the sofa. Now, backing it up here to off the front door, you're gonna find you've got some little hooks here. Great if you wanna hang linens and towels, things that you need close by while you're prepping, or even barbecue utensils. You can just grab them in and out. And we've got this little guy right here, which I am guessing is gonna be great to hold a trash bin or a trash bag. I'm just guessing. I actually haven't asked anybody what it's for, but that's what I think it's for. So we'll see if I'm right. But you can use it for that if it's not what it's for. Now we've got plenty of counter space here along this campsite. We have 2 windows. Like, look at how great size these windows are. We've got one there and one just in the back here, so you can let in tons of natural light and you can get some airflow because you can open up those windows too. Now, coffee bar, yes please. We have a standard outlet just underneath this entertainment center there, so we can go ahead, put our coffee machine right there, or use that to power up other kitchen appliances you want to bring along with you. Also underneath the TV here, I should note you do have an area where you can put remotes. It actually goes a little bit higher behind the TV, so use this however you need. You've got that additional space there. And below this nice big countertop area, we've got two great sized drawers. Look at those. And then we find ourselves at the back of the kitchen and where our cooking area is. So we've got two burners with a flush glass cover. So when that cover's down, that just is going to extend your prep space. Up above that, you have a light and a fan to keep things nice and ventilated. Below that, they've opted for the convection microwave. So you still have options to cook and bake. You can make some real nice pizza pops in there, or you can actually do a little bit of baking, some croissants, as we can see here. You know, those things that you do while you're camping, like make croissants. Underneath the microwave, you have a nice big drawer there. And then as we get to the sink, let's pop this right open. You've got a little bit of cabinet storage right underneath the sink, and then directly below that is going to be your fuses and breakers. Now, working our way back up here, you have a nice undermount square. So it's a great size sink here. Single basin, of course, and then a matte black faucet with the telescoping faucet head. Also, the soap dispenser, really nice because that just means you have less things to take up counter space. Now, up above your cooktop, we've got some great cabinet storage here separated by a shelf. Soft close, hidden hinges, of course. And I'm slowly motioning towards you so you can get a little better look at the cabinetry. Also above the sink, same thing. Oh, you've got some cabinetry there. And this little guy is just a continuation of this cabinet here. So you can fully access everything. So you pretty much have this whole area for cabinet storage up above. And little bonus, you have the under cabinet mount paper towel or towel holder. All right, and lastly, what does a kitchen need? A fridge and freezer, of course. So we've got a 12-volt freezer and fridge just across from your sink, and additional storage. And this is a big one, folks. It's gonna go this deep. So you got a lot of storage space, and we have a single shelf as well. You know what? I always feel bad when I open up cupboards and you just see cupboard doors. That probably doesn't really do you any good. I try to be as expressive as I can by showing you depth, but it's probably just nicer for you to actually see what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, next up, bathroom here in the back. Now, I love a rear bathroom. I've said that before, and that's just because you get pretty much the whole width of the trailer to work with. So first up, I mean, right when we come into this space, it's gonna be your foot flush toilet, okay? That gives you a ton of space to move around, do what you need. It is a pocket door, so space saving, so that's gonna be helpful. And then to each side, one, you've got your vanity space. So we have a mirrored medicine cabinet here. Wow, that's actually quite deep. And then you've got an additional cabinet to the other side. Down below, I mean, look at all this countertop space we have. That's a great amount of countertop space. Undermount sink, matte black faucet, standard outlets. You can power up hair tools and things. You've got your Suburban on-demand water controls just along the wall here. And you've got a greatly placed, nicely placed towel rack. Also right up above us is a roof vent fan. So it's gonna keep this space nice and ventilated. And actually, let's drop it back down slowly. You have a little cubby here, like a little nook there with a railing, so you can put soaps, you can put toothbrushes, whatever you need here, linens, towels, and you've got two little cubbies, oh, 3 cubbies underneath. And 2 to the other side is going to be your shower. So we've got this squeegee retracting shower door that's going to help wick away that water inside, so it'll just flow into your drain. You're going to have a ledge along the back, great for soaps and shampoos, and you've got the little corner one as well. in both sides. We have a shower head on a wand, which makes rinsing nice and easy. And they've given us a skylight overhead, so that's gonna help account for that little step up inside. And as a reference, I'm 5'2". I do have a heel on my boot today. So maybe let's say I'm about 5'4". All right, everybody, thanks so much for hanging out with me on this short and sweet tour of this short and sweet and wonderful Imagine AIM 16 MLA. You wanna get your hands on it? I know you do. Head to my description. The first link you always see is going to take you directly to our Traveland RV team, and we'll get you sorted, hitched up, and out there adventuring in no time. Until tomorrow, everybody, thanks so much again for watching. Safe travels. Happy camping.